All right, Smokeslinger family, you're not going to want to miss this recipe. This is my smoked meatloaf on the Smokeslinger. It's going to be the best meatloaf you ever tried. Check out my video and see what you think. So this morning, guys, I got up and I cleaned up the Smokeslinger. I re-seasoned it with some linseed oil. We filled both baskets up with some B&B char logs. We had this thing rolling up to around 450 degrees most all day. We've got it cooled down to 300 degrees because that's what we're going to cook our meatloaf at. I've got it set in direct heat mode because I got both baskets going right now. So we're going to cook it at 300 degrees. It's probably going to take us just about an hour to get it done. But let me show you how we do it. Guys, here's our recipe for our meatloaf. We're using 2 pounds of 80-20 ground beef. You can use 1 pound of 80-20 ground beef and 1 pound of Italian sausage if you choose to. Today, we're just going with 2 pounds of 80-20 ground beef. We're just going to kind of crumble it up because I want everything to get good and incorporated when we mix this up. All right, once you get your meat mixture all mixed up, we took about 1/3 of a bunch of green onions and diced them up. We took 1 medium-sized jalapeno. We seeded and deveined it and diced it up nice. We diced up 1 medium white onion, and we diced up 1 medium green bell pepper. Next, we're going in with 8 ounces of crumbled cheese. You guys can use whatever cheese you want. We're using Colby Jack and cheddar. We're just going to dump all that in this bowl. 2 lightly beaten eggs. Next, we took 4 slices of sourdough bread. We diced it up. We put about 8 ounces of heavy cream in there to let it soak up in there. We're dumping that in there on top. 1/4 cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. Next, we're going in with 2 tablespoons of your favorite beef rub. Mine happens to be 1 tablespoon of Blues Hog Bold and Beefy, 1 tablespoon of Texas Tornado. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's give this a nice little mix. We're going to take a half pan and we're going to line it with plastic wrap, and then we're going to dump our whole mixture into that pan. And then we're just going to kind of press it down so we get it all evened out to make us a nice even loaf. I want to give a big shout out to Alonzo with Gulf Coast Smoke. Part of this recipe was inspiration from him and his videos. Go check him out and go check out this Southern hospitality. Now that we got it in the pan, we've got it all leveled out. We're going to put this in the refrigerator, but I'm going to go ahead and put a light layer of this Southern hospitality on the bottom. That way we'll already have seasoning on the bottom of it when we go and take it out of this pan. Now into the fridge for about an hour, and then we're going to get it out there on the Smokeslinger. Our meatloaf's been in the refrigerator for about an hour. I did that just so it'll firm up, so when I turn it over and put it on this paper, it doesn't all fall apart. So let's see if we did a good job at that today. So flip it over. And now we've got our meatloaf perfectly uniform. It looks a little bit thin because I used a bigger pan than I normally would, but it's just going to be